Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, researchers in the field of international relations from around the world. It is an honor for me to be a guest speaker at the International Conference on Security and Sovereignty in 21st Century held by the icrp Budapest. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Muhammad Yasir Abdad as a junior researcher from the Department of International Relations, Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta, Indonesia. On this occasion, I will discuss the analysis of the use of the Bayrakrar TB2 unmanned aerial vehicle as an instrument of Turkish international defense diplomacy. Ladies and gentlemen, in the world of international relations, every country will have a policy to provide protections against all aspects of the state from threat from both inside and outside the country. And as we know, the usual and common things to do to meet these security and defense needs is to strengthen the military by procuring equipment, including Turkey. Turkey's success in building military infrastructures is also evident when their drones are also used by Azerbaijan, Qatar, and Ukraine. The use of drones or unmanned aircraft in the war that occurred in these third countries was dominated by the Bayraktar TB2 type drones. And that drones are destroyed armored vehicle, and with these drones too, Azerbaijan succeeded in pounding the Armenian defense in Nagorno-Karabakh in mid-2020. This success made the two who have been in conflict for 30 years decided to experience arms and declare Azerbaijan's victories over the Nagorno-Karabakh regions. The capability of the Bayraktar TB2 drones were not only tested through Turkish military exercise, but were also used in real war by the Azerbaijani, Qatar, and Ukrainian forces and provide capable of being a competitor to Western-made weapons such as America. The reputations of Bayraktar TB2 drones, which is getting more and more famous, has made many countries intend to buy the drones. One of them is Poland, which has ordered 24 drones from Turkey to strengthen its military. This fact is supported by President Erdogan's statement at a bilateral meeting that took place in Ankara on May 25, 2021. We started that cooperation between Turkey and Poland will lead the two countries to the giant league in the defense industry. The military attack operation by Bayraktar TB2 drones in various wars was a successful military campaign that shocked the world. Even senior analyst at the European Council on Foreign Relations, Gustav Gressel, he said that the EU should take military lessons from the role Turkey played in the war between Azerbaijan and Armenia. In his writings, Gustav also argues that it is possible for EU member states to experience a sad situations like they happened to Armenia in the war in the Nagorno-Karabakh regions. The response of the state that is afraid of the development of the Bayraktar drones has actually made Turkey more aggressive in developing its defense industry. The great opportunity generated by military campaign can actually be used as an infrastructure to shape Turkey's strategy in achieving its national interest. Regarding this, what are the implications of using the Bayraktar TB2 UAV drone and Turkish defense diplomacy in the international area? To answer these questions, I conducted an empirical research that used non-coercive theory in defense diplomacy as the unit of analysis. This theory is also used by Robert Blake and Dr. Yolandas to explain how defense diplomacy is used in conflict prevention in the journal Scientia Militaria, South Africa Journal of Military Studies. In this perspective of non-coercive theory, Defense diplomacy can be understood as a way for a country to use military defense as the main instrument of diplomacy, but without resorting to physical violence or waging war with other countries. In the other words, that the military is simply used as a tool to increase a country's confidence in dealing with conflict, or instead is used as a means of building mutually beneficial cooperations between a country in the military industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Turkey as country in the circle of European Union is an interesting country to discuss in terms of its defense diplomacy. Turkey, as a country that has been denied membership by the European Union several times, has also been under pressure from America with an embargo on the distribution of defense equipment, has now succeeded in developing weapons that are able to compete with other weapons producing countries and are able to become a new axis of modernization of the world military technologies. From this fact, I have conducted research that discusses Turkey's defense diplomacy strategy by utilizing its independence in producing military technology, and in this study, I conducted a research with descriptive type of qualitative approach to analyze this issue. The data that I use in this research is secondary data in the form of books, journal, reports and media relays that are related to use of the Bayrakrar TB2 drones as an instrument of Turkish defense diplomacy. The source of this literature's review are from various resources, both news in Indonesia or report and journal published in other countries that focus on developing Turkish military strategy. From data that I took, I found the following results is such as the first, Turkey succeeds in carrying out confidence building measures by relying on the Bayraktar TB2 UAV drones. This was evidenced by the fourth round of meeting and steps to building trust between the Turkish and Greek delegation on 27 May 2021. Previously, the conflict between Turkey and Greece occurred that Turkey said the hydrocarbon drilling activities in the Mediterranean regions carried out by Greece constitute an international violations, which Turkey in this regard has been very consistent against the drilling and said that Turkey is a country that has right to resources in the area and has been regulated in the international legal system. According to statement by Governor's Office in Edirne, the Turkish delegation was headed by Hakan Özdemir, head of the border department at the Turkish Foreign Ministry, and the Greek delegation was headed by Athanasios Louisius, head the aviation department at the Greek Foreign Ministry. During the 3 days talk that start on May 25, both the delegation expressed the benefit of a mutual exchange of view and related issue, while emphasizing the will offered to develop bilateral relations and cooperations. Greece finally accepted the peace effort made by Turkey. However, of course, this is not without reasons. In this case, Greece has calculated its military strength if it is forced to deploy the military to resolve the conflict. Based on data released by the Global Firepower, Turkey has a military capability that far surpasses that of Greece, the weakness of what Greece considered to make peace. This is also corroborated by the statement of Patrick Theros, former United States ambassador to Qatar and former political advisor to commander of the American Central Command, what the Greece does not have the power projections capability to occupy most Turkish territory. And beside that, Turkey, which has succeeded in developing drones, has sufficient trade pressure to repel Greece from the battlefield in the event of war. Of course, What Patrick Theros meant was the development of the Bayrakrar TB2 drones, and currently massive development has been carried out. The second result is Turkish defense diplomacy, which has succeeded in creating business cooperation relation in the field of military technologies with other countries. Through its campaign, by carrying out many military technologies development, especially unmanned aircraft in the Bayraktar TB2 class, Turkey has succeeded in forming international scale weapons production cooperations. One of them is the cooperations between Turkey and Indonesia in development of aircraft and tanks. During the visits to Ankara on October 12, 2021, Retno Marsudi, as Indonesia Foreign Affairs Minister, said that Indonesia and Turkey agreed to carry out potential cooperations for the development of the defense industry, both in aircraft, product, and small-scale battle tanks. Previously, in September 2021, Turkey had also sent 13 Bayraktar TB2 drones to Morocco. And this news was first exposed by local media for Morocco and managed to attract the attention of other international media. Through these collaborations, Turkey has succeeded in using Bayraktar TB2 as an instrument of defense diplomacy, which greatly benefits Turkey in the military business. And the last one is Turkey's success in establishing cooperation in effort to increase military capacity and capability through joint training activities in June 2021. Turkey and Azerbaijan signed the Susha declarations focusing on defense cooperations and the establishment of new transport routes. In the same month, Turkey and Azerbaijan began joint military exercise in Baku. The announcement was made by the Minister of Defense of Azerbaijan, in which has explained that the main objectives of this joint exercise is to increase interoperability between the army units of the two countries. On these occasions, the two countries involved 600 military personnel, 42 battle tanks and armored vehicle, as well as the Bayraktar TB2 drone as means of training and military campaigns. From these results, the two countries affirmed joining effort to confront foreign power and restructure and modernize their armed force. Ladies and gentlemen, after seeing the results of this research, it can be concluded that the Bayraktar TB2 unmanned aerial vehicle has an important role as an instrument or tool for Turkey's international defense diplomacy. This is evidenced by Turkey's success in continuing its confidence-building measure with Greece, building business cooperation in the defense industry with various countries, and conducting joint military exercise, which are the results of defense diplomacy from a non-coercive theory perspective, namely defense diplomacy without invasion military. Well, that's the results of my research. Constructive criticism and suggestion are really needed in shaping similar research in the next opportunity. Thank you for your attention. I am Muhammad Yasir Abdad. Good afternoon and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.